All right, well, welcome to Grizzly Bear Sims. I also do a little trucking as well. Let's look and see what our job market looks like. I like to do external contracts, so let's see, we're in Poland right now. Let's do something relatively short because we do have a bit of we need to be done here in about 30 minutes. So let's see, how far is that? 130 miles. Let's go to the Czech Republic. It doesn't pay very much, but it's a short run. And this is on the multiplayer server. This is on the European multiplayer server. I actually don't have TrackIR connected right now, so my apologies. I will try to get that reconnected here in due time. I moved my, the reason why it's not connected is because I moved my gaming computer to the other side of my office room, the room that is my office, and when I moved it just a few days ago, I actually did not get it set back up, didn't get the TrackIR module thing reconnected to the PC. So that's why it's not working. TrackIR is pretty indispensable in a game like this. You know, it's unfortunate that for Farming Sim 15 that TrackIR doesn't really work. Now in 17, it's supposed to be functional. It's supposed to work. They've put TrackIR functionality in, but I tell you, they're going to have to really improve the in-cab or the first-person experience to make it worthwhile. Because as it stands right now, even if TrackIR, and I know that there's a mod that will sort of make TrackIR work in Farm Sim 15, but if they don't improve the in-game experience, the first-person experience, then, in my opinion, it's not really worth. It's not really worth having it. Let's just pull this out here just a ways, and we will jump out of the cab and inspect our trailer and inspect our truck, make sure everything is working all right. So the American flag on my side of the truck is for myself, and my wife is from Belgium, so the Belgian flag on the right hand side of the truck is for her. Let's just check our load right quick. We're at 16 tons. Drop our tag axle there. And off we go. Just after 10 o'clock in the morning. If you're interested in driving for a very mature, very relaxed, laid-back virtual trucking company, check out grizzlybeartrucking.com. Again, that's grizzlybeartrucking.com. We'd love to have you. we are very mature. We basically enjoy simulating the life of a professional truck driver, whether that be in Europe or in America with American Truck Sim or European Truck Simulator 2. So just keep in mind that we pretty much have a zero tolerance policy. If you want to act like a clown and cut up on multiplayer, stuff like that, then we would rather you go someplace else. But if you're interested in a very mature, very relaxed environment, we fully understand that you have other things to do in your life besides just game. So if you can, what we ask is at least one trip per month that you log in our system. And if you can do that, then you can stay active. And we do multiplayer. We do some convoys. They're smaller convoys. Nothing huge. But we do enjoy getting together and driving as a group from time to time. Most of the convoys are in American Truck Simulator. So about 150 miles to go here. 3 hours and 45 minutes according to the clock there. A little bit about me, since this is maybe the first. I've got a few trucking videos up. Most of those are when we drive in multiplayer for convoys. I run a dash cam video to try to capture the trolls that are causing problems on the multiplayer servers. This might be one of the first videos that I actually narrate as I drive, and actually I'm not actually doing this just to catch trolls should anyone cause us any problems, and obviously I've got video running. But a little bit about me. I live in Colorado, work for a major software database company headquartered in California, and in a past life, maybe about 25 years or so ago, I actually used to drive a truck for the Dr. Pepper bottling company when I lived in Texas. Had my Class A CDL issued by the state of Texas, but like I said, that was 25 plus years ago. And I sit behind a desk and solve IT problems, of course, as one does. As in real life, I typically drive about 5 miles an hour over the posted speed limit, so I do the same in Truck Sim as well. Of course, the speeds are so much slower here in ETS2 than they are in ATS, except for maybe the state of California, where the speed limit is 55. Now, the server that we're playing on, this is Europe 1. I don't have too bad of a ping time, 135 milliseconds, not too bad. But this is the server that has the speed restrictions on it. Of course, the speed restrictions exist with the with these jobs. But I find that this server, Europe 1, has less trolls than Europe 2, which does not have the speed restrictions imposed. I think the Europe 2, without any speed restrictions, I think that just attracts those that really just want to cause frustration for other players. The server tends to have less of that. It's a little less busy as a result, but it's certainly less stressful. I'm going to need to maybe keep an eye out for a fuel stop. Going to need some diesel in this truck here pretty soon. I think maybe this sign right up here might be telling us that we've got one coming up. So that will of course be helpful. Wouldn't want to have to walk. I am the owner of GrizzlyBearTrucking.com, by the way. And again, if you're interested in a very relaxed and mature, fun, realistic virtual trucking company, then check us out, GrizzlyBearTrucking.com. I also own another website that might be of interest to you. It's called GrizzlyBearSims.com. Again, that's GrizzlyBearSims.com. And in that website, I post a blog. I have a blog site. And I've been blogging about simulation games for over 6 years. I blog about flight sim, train sim, truck sim, including Eurotruck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator, farm sim, car mechanic simulator. Obviously, I really enjoy simulation-based games. Check that out. If you're interested in my specs for my gaming machine, or maybe you'd like to know what mods I play. Of course, I don't have any mods installed with multiplayer, but if you're interested in what mods I do have installed when I play either single-player truck sim or maybe farm sim, you'll find a link to my spreadsheet where I've put in all of my mods categorized by game type. Good stuff. I also occasionally review mods, both truck sim and farm sim mainly. To be quite honest, those are pretty much the only games I have been playing in modern times. It's been quite a while since I have flown with flight sim. I do own P3D prepared, but I just really enjoy. I find that truck sim and farm sim is a lot more relaxing, a lot less headaches. I had some problems with my prepared 3D installation. I need to sort those out, but it's just going to take some time to do that. Meanwhile, let's truck. What's your favorite truck? Well, on the American scene, I tend to, well, I like the Kenworth and the Peterbilt. I mean, those are the choices that we have in the game. I'm seeing, in real life, I'm seeing more and more Volvo trucks running up and down the road. And I quite like the looks of those. I have a mod that works pretty well. I think it's by Aerodeath, I think, or something like that. I also like Viper 2's Peterbilt 389. I think that's my favorite mod of all time. I think that mod trumps all other mods for all other games. It is just an outstanding mod, outstanding truck. Did a very good job on that mod. In ETS2, I drive a Volvo. Of course, there's many other choices for ETS2. You've got the Iveco, you've got the Scania, obviously, you've got the Volvo, you've got the MAN trucks, but I like the Volvo. We'll give a honk out to those farmers out there that's working hard, plowing those fields, harvesting those crops. Are you looking forward to Farming Sim 17? I sure am. We're inside of 30 days. Release date is October 25th. A lot of news coming out about Farm Sim 15. As I mentioned earlier, Farm Sim 15 will get Track IR support. I'm sorry, Farm Sim 17 will get Track IR support. So that's going to be cool, but again, I hope they improve the first-person experience a little bit. I think that's going to be needed to really make that make TrackIR worth it. Otherwise, I don't think it'll be worth it. I'm not really sure how TrackIR would work outside of the cab. So in third-person view, not sure how that would work. Don't really think it would work at all. I mean, just what I can try to visually think about while I drive this Volvo Eurotruck down the highway here in Poland. We'll slow down a little bit as we go across the border. Going across state lines here in the US, that's typically where those Smokies wait for you. We'll go ahead and speed on back up. 13 miles to go. Let's get a little information about our destination. Ostrava? And we're hauling some onions. That's a good thing. I don't mind a little onion from time to time. And we'll slow down a bit as it looks like we're coming into the city limits, and these speed zones tend to drop pretty quickly once you get inside of a city limit. And it looks like this is the first time we've been to this nice looking city. When I play single player, I enjoy playing the Pro Mods map as well as the Russia map for ETS2. ATS, I've done coast to coast a little bit, quite honest. It's not as impressive as Pro Mods for ETS2, but of course it was not designed to be. The developer who created Coast to Coast map did it primarily for his own purpose, because he wanted to drive coast to coast in American Truck Simulator. And then he told a few friends who told a few friends who I guess told a few more friends, and next thing you know, it's a pretty popular map, and he hosts it there. You can get the latest and greatest version from the SCS forums. That's the best place to get that map. It is posted elsewhere, but those are unsupported by the developer. But it is just a cut and paste of some of the areas in and around California, Nevada, and maybe Arizona now. I think they have tried to do a little bit better job as they've continued to develop that map to include things that look a little bit more realistic in the areas that you might find them, but it's not going to be the Pro Mods type quality. And again, keeping in mind that it never was meant to be that. We're not going to get this guy in there the first try, but we will at least be able to somewhat get square with the world here and try to do that in a second or maybe third attempt. We don't slam against that wall. Bit of an odd angle to come in at, I'll admit. And I'm a little bit rusty because I haven't played Eurotruck in a few days. put our truck in neutral, set the parking brake, and go ahead and deliver this load. And there we go, another excellent delivery. I hope you enjoyed this Eurotruck Simulator video, Eurotruck Simulator 2 video from Grizzly Bear Sims. Please check back later for more videos, Eurotruck, American Truck Simulator, and Farm Sim, maybe more. Take care now.